Well, howdy and welcome back. We have had a major catastrophe. So on the way back from Bellingen, the waterfall way bash, driving along, bus was just driving beautifully. It's driving great all weekend. And I was saying to the darling, I'm starting to trust this thing. This thing actually, I believe you could jump in this and drive it anywhere. And then within minutes of that, started feeling like it was like vibrating a bit and making a weird noise, and then a little bit more, was running a bit rough, was kind of started to slow down, then just heard this clang, 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 and then just smoke coming out of the back of it. And when I managed to pull over, well, I'll show you what I found. The whole rocker assembly, push rods, everything had just snapped and ejected. Dangling the valve cover down just like that, and oil all over the road, all over the exhaust, and just all over everything else. So here I am on the side of the road. Luckily, I was only about half an hour away from home, so we'd made it most of the way back. We'd been singing up the highway just beautifully. And so I start walking back up the road, seeing if I can find parts. And you'll see these photos one by one. I found the push rods. So they were all, you can see the back of this thing's just covered in oil now. So one by one, we found the push rods. I'll just pull this out. Oh. On the road, which none of them, they look like chromoly push rods, so they're not damaged, which is great. And then further up the road, lo and behold, the actual whole assembly was just sitting in the middle of the road, and I'm watching cars go around it and just thinking, please don't run over it. But it all seems to be together and, good. So, that's a massive relief. The only thing I couldn't find was the O-ring that goes inside that valve cover. So there I am on the side of the road, had a bunch of VW guys come past, a whole group stopped and see if they could be any help, They had a heap of spare parts. And look, the reality is I probably could have got it running then on the side of the road. I got to admit, I believe this is my fault. I think I must have over-torqued those nuts that hold when I installed those CSP valve covers, I put new nuts on there, and I reckon I just twisted them too tight. Know roughly what I'm doing. Anyway, yes, I probably could have fixed it on the side of the road. All I needed was a couple of studs and a cork gasket just to bridge the gap and just make it home. But luckily, my next door neighbour, a good friend of mine, I gave him a call. Hey, are you busy? And he was like, no, not doing much. So I said, can you grab my trailer, come down and pick me up? Which he did. He went and got me and, come and rescued me. So I didn't need to try and jerry-rig it on the side of the road. Anyway, I've made it home, and now I've just got to, I was thinking, do I just try and push it off? How am I going to get this? It's long and the trailer barely fits up my driveway. So I'm thinking what I'll do is I will actually just get it running on this driveway so I can drive it up there. I'm not going to have that O-ring. That's the only thing I haven't got. I reckon I can jerry a cork one in there for now, just to make it so it at least doesn't leak all the oil. What a disappointing end to a good weekend. Let's just admit it could have been a lot worse. I've got to count my blessings. Sometimes these things happen, and this could have been very, very bad. So I have got some studs here, which I'm going to pull them out. The only thing I didn't have with me too was a torque wrench. So I've got that. I'm just going to degrease it all down, clean those stuff that's bounced down the road as best as I can, and then just try and see if we can just jerry this thing back together. Stay with me. Right, well, I managed to pull the studs out of the heads. And in my opinion, that looks like it's got some kind of a case saver insert, and then the stud threaded into it. I do have a set of these studs up there for another project, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get them case savers off. This could be something that just stops me right in my tracks. I don't want to have to remove that head. I'll try the old lock nut trick on them and see if I can get them to come apart. That's all you can do, keep trying. Alright, so in my bag of parts, I've actually got some of these studs, the head studs, and I've managed to do the old double lock nut system here, and I've managed to pull off that insert, which is awesome. So what I'll do now is I'll clean that up. I'll use some blue Loctite on that just to get it to lock in there, and then we'll blue Loctite that back into the head. I've just got to do one more of those, and we're on a winner. That's 2 successfully installed case savers. That's awesome. I'm not sure if you meant to do it this way or you meant to put them in first and then screw the things in, but hey, this is the way they came out, so this is why they're going back in. Right, we'll head back down. It is starting to drizzle a little bit, but I'm confident I'm going to get this done pretty quick. I'm kind of trying to do this job just out of this toolkit that I've got down here, which is the kit that I've just purchased for the bus. It's a, is that the spanner set? It's a full drive Super Center, Kings, what they call a bush mechanics kit. So it's the bus's new toolkit, so I'm just trying to use what I've got down here without carrying all my other tools down. Anyway, I'm going to do the same thing, so I'll put a lock nut on there, bit of blue Loctite, push them in, basically that. We'll just push the push rods back in. I've got to check that there's, I'm not sure if this side was shimmed or not. It may or may not have been shimmed. So before I just run it, I've got to check that the valve clearances are correct, or at least there is some clearance. Look, I just want to drive this off the trailer and get it back up inside. I'm not going to be driving it for any distance like this. It's just a matter of I'd love to see it run again today. So you can see where the failure happened. It was just the ends of the studs where I'd tighten these things up. Obviously, I didn't use a torque wrench when I did it. I just went the old elbow click, and obviously my elbow click's out. So the biggest issue is that this one here had sheared off basically in there, and that was it. But luckily, I managed to get it to turn, and just like that. Just like that. I got that one out too. So that's got me a little concerned. Why? I mean, I guess it just sheared off further in the bolt. That's all. I shouldn't be too worried about that. It just sheared off at a different place. So that means I've got these 2 nuts. I've got the nothing seems to be too damaged on any of this. I did, where it was kind of had hit the road, I cleaned the burrs up with a file just on the aluminium, and anywhere where it was burry that wasn't going to sit flat. The only thing I'm not sure on is, did it have shims in there? Looking at the marks on this, I'm going to say it didn't, but I've got my feeler gauges here. Once we get it all back assembled, we'll set it up on top dead, and we'll just check that we've got at least some movement. I'm not going to go through and do a whole valve adjustment. That'll happen later. I'll just make sure that it's not tight, I guess, is the thing. Alright, so when I've got it tightened up, there's a lot of movement there, so obviously there was a shim in there. I just picked a random shim, 0.80 of a mil, and I can slide it in there. So if I'm looking for some movement in there. I've got these 0.72s. So I think if I put them in there, that should get me close enough and I'll be able to do the final adjustment on that. Look, we're going to sort this out later. I just want to get it to drive off the trailer at the moment. All right, on further inspection, I reckon it probably had lash caps on it, which are no longer existent. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to adjust the lash out of it, just so I can drive the thing off the trailer and up there. I'm going to have to order a new set of lash caps, and also the O-ring that I lost that seals the valve cover. This all started chasing oil leaks, so I put new valve covers on it, which cost me a bloody fortune, and I'm telling you, I would have rather the oil leaks. Anyway, righto, I'll just see if I can adjust this up. Let's get the thing bolted back together and, get it off the trailer. So with the .006 feeler gauge, I'm just releasing the screw, or the bolt, the nut, and then, I mean, you can see how much movement's in there. That's definitely a lash cap, I'd say. It will run without it. It's just, the lash caps are designed to save the valves, the valve, like the head of the valve. So anyway, I'm just going to adjust this last one up, and then we should be basically bolt the valve covers on and ready to go. All right, the last thing to do is just to put some sacrificial oil in this thing. By the amount of RFS people that were there and showed up to clean up the mess, there's a good chance that it leaked all of the oil out. This thing is a nightmare to put oil in. I mean, I guess I could check the stick. Let's see what's on there. Actually, surprisingly, yeah, as I thought, just about zero. So, oh, there goes my light. So now I can't see nothing. This oil will be coming straight back out. But I've got to have something in there to run it. Yeah, that'll do for now. All right. Chuck that. Remove that. Put the cap back on. And in theory, that should just start. I just want the thing to start. I didn't want to have it, I don't know, in the back of my mind that my car's stuffed. I don't think it is. I think we're all pretty good. Obviously, I mean, it did not take much torque on them nuts. I can tell you right now, I'm surprised. Normally I give them a good snug up, but that's barely tight is the torque, the newton meters on that. So all right, it is in neutral, I know that. Oh, let's see what it does, eh? Definitely a little noisy in there. Let's get it off the trailer. burning off oil off the exhaust. And it's definitely gone ticky from the valve adjustment that I just did. Look, I'll sort that out. I'll put some valve lash caps back on it. We'll sort this thing out. The blue bus, God, when it went down, it was catastrophic. But you know, here it is. Lives to fight another day. Anyway, it's getting dark. I've got to put my trailer away. Big thanks to Krishan for coming and helping me. What a legend. It is not the first time he has rescued me, so big shout out to him. And also for my darling for putting up with me. You know, who else would come on an adventure with a bloke that knows roughly what he's doing? First breakdown though. That is my first breakdown. And it was a big one. Anyway, I hope that kept you entertained, and I guess I'll just catch you next time.